Hey doctors, what's the problem with elevators when it comes to success in a holistic clinic? Let's find out today. Welcome, Doug Grant here. Thanks for being a part of Holistic Professional Success. Today's podcast is a little bit different, but it comes from the information, the excitement, the motivation that came from our super seminar that we held in Phoenix, Arizona. And there was over 100 clinics from all over the nation that came in the middle of a pandemic to learn and to be educated, to create systems and to make change in order to help their patients reach optimal health and their clinics reach optimal health. Because what we were doing in the past isn't going to work now with the new norm in the world today. So it was really exciting. But today, I really want to talk to you about elevators and why they're a problem and what we need to do. So the best way to explain that is if you ever come in the Optimal Health Systems offices, then downstairs is where we do all the production and we do all the bottling and labeling and all raw ingredients and all that great magic that happens. But when you come upstairs, that's where the corporate offices are. That's where we work very hard to ensure that the marketing is done, that the finances are taken care of, the doctors are taken care of, their commissions, those things. And we do all of the planning and the strategizing, and the entire sales crew is here. We have desks that raise up and down electronically with treadmills under them. And we try to walk the talk and do the best we can. But in order to get to the top floor at Optimal Health Systems, you have to take the stairs. And we have a big giant sign in both the top of the stairs in both areas, coming from the warehouse and also from the front. And it talks about that the elevator is broken and you've got to take the stairs to success. And it's one of those, I have these little funny, corny things all over the place as far as messages throughout the office and that. And I get made fun of once in a while. But if you don't get made fun of for being a little bit corny and really promoting your mission and who you are and your brand, you're not doing enough. And so anyways, we have these, and it really spurs conversation with people, whether athletes are coming in, doctors coming in, or just day-to-day people coming in for different meetings. They look at that and they ask questions. And so having that there really is one of the great branding techniques that we use, because it helps us explain that you have to get out and do the work. You have to get out and take the steps to be able to reach success, to help our patients reach optimal health. We have to put the things in place. We have to brand ourselves. We have to keep saying same things over and over again. We have to make sure systems are there to quickly teach principles that, especially in areas that aren't our specialty, so that we're able to help them and be able to make them feel confident. And one of the slides that we talked about at the super seminar, and you've seen in previous podcasts, is a slide that shows that holistic health professionals, chiropractors, naturopaths, and that really have a low level of confidence from the patients compared to other health professions. And you think, why would that be? You think it would be the opposite. Well, the reason is that doctors, many times you don't have the confidence in the other areas of that you work with to be holistic than you do your specialty. You might be confident in manipulations, be able to get rid of subluxations. You might be confident in areas of surgery or whatever it might be. And that's why when they did the Gallup poll, they found that patients that go to holistic doctors have less confidence in them than when they go see other professionals. So it's important for us to really focus in on that. And that's one of the things we did at the super seminar, is to help doctors create a mastermind group and feel confident in all the areas. And so it was really exciting. The thing is that as we take that stairway, to health, and we skip the elevator, we have to say, okay, look, I'm not as confident in the area of vitamins or nutrition or exercise, so I better make sure that I team up with or have a system in place so that I can come across just as confident in my prescriptions for those things as I do my specialty. So that's one of the reasons that we don't want to take the elevators. Many times people will get in the elevator, push the button and say, okay, here's this little system of nutrition or supplements or whatever it might be. And I will give that to my patient to be holistic. But if they don't build that confidence, if they truly don't take that step to take a little bit of time to make sure that they feel just as much fire, just as much fire inside and confident in that, then they're going to be in trouble. And especially now as we enter this new age with the new norm, what's going to happen, as we see from the research, and you're probably already seeing from your patients, is patients want to trust people, and they're picking and choosing who they're going to trust. And we got to make sure that you are one of those people. And so not jumping on the elevator, but going up each step and really taking a look at it is critical. So I implore you to look at each step in your area of your holistic treatment and make sure that each one you're just as confident in as the others or as your specialty. So just real quick while this is here, this is our shirts from the Super Seminar, Certified Holistic Success. We certify doctors in marketing and in treatments and testing and formulations to build that confidence up. And that's really what we're wanting to do through these podcasts, is to have you be certified, yourself and your confidence level, so that you don't just push that button in the elevator and think everything's fine, that you take each step and really build that level up and practice what you preach. So let's stick to the subject today, the podcast, because in all reality, it's critical for you to understand that if you put some work in now, if you take the steps now and not just throw things in place, that you actually say, okay, here is going to be my mentor in nutrition, my mentor in supplementation and exercise, whatever it might be, and you take some time and implement some of those principles yourself, then you're going to find that confidence level is there with the patients. They'll say, man, they took the steps, they went through the process, they're doing it themselves, and they feel that confidence. They didn't just hit that button in the elevator and go up. So what can you do today to ensure that your patients feel that you took those steps, that you grinded it out, that you didn't just take that elevator? Well, number one, follow the principles yourself. Follow the principles yourself. And I really emphasize that, is decide now, do the 21-day blitz challenge yourself. I challenge you to do it. And if you do that, I'll send you a shirt, just a little extra thing to say that you did it, and give you a little reason to. But follow that and do the 21 days. See how it feels, so you can explain it to your patient. Go on digestion, go on off the adrenal. Have the blood work done yourself, or 6 steps to wellness, whatever it is, but actually be a product of what you preach and what you teach, and the systems and the products that you promote to your patient. That is one of the best things you can do to show you're taking those steps each day. So I challenge each of you to do that. At the Super Seminar, it was kind of funny because I thought, we'll have a little fun with them. There's a new study out on push-ups showing that, man, if you can do at least 40 push-ups, your risk of heart disease is 95% less than those that can't even do 10. And with women, if you can do at least 15 push-ups off your toes, same risk factor, 95% less chance of dying of heart disease or having a heart attack than women that can't do 3. So we got out there and said, okay, I'm going to do 40 push-ups, and I'm on stage, and then I challenge people. If anyone wants to come up here and challenge me, that'd be great. And so I thought a few people might. I invited like 3 or 4. Well, there was like 20, 30 that came up, women, men, and some kids. It was amazing. And it really made me realize that a lot of the doctors, holistic doctors, do practice what they preach. They felt they're fit. They're doing their exercises. Everyone had good body fat. Not everyone was, perfect, of course. But they felt confident that they would like to get up and give that a shot, because they are doing some things on their own. They are doing some exercise, and we had fun. In fact, there were a few doctors that just blew my mind. Kept right up. A lady did 100 push-ups off of her knees. We had some ladies do as much as far as the men, like 30, 40 off their toes. And my point being is, it was impressive to me. It was phenomenal. I thought, man, that is really exciting that these doctors are truly following the principles and doing this in their life and being able to keep fit and keep healthy. They're taking the stairs so their patients now can feel confident. Because one of the things I challenged them to do from the study was, hey, What are you doing to test your patient's fitness level and their risk of heart disease based on VO2 max or exercise? You don't have to have any equipment. Jump down and give some push-ups. See how many they can do. And the research is very sound on that about how many they can do will help determine the risk of heart disease, so you can know what type of prescription to give them. And it's one of those things that are really important. So that's just an example of being able to take the step. The doctors are out there doing exercise and be able to say, look, I'm doing my part too. I might have a ways to go or whatever, but I'm out there making it happen. And so follow those things. Go off of carbonation for 21 days, like on the 21-day Blitz Challenge. Do different things so you can relay these things to the patient. That's what builds their confidence. That's what makes them understand you're taking the steps instead of just pushing the button on the elevator. Become a product of what you're preaching. And it's exciting because you don't have to be there. You just have to be on your way. And that's a lot of people think, well, when I get there, then I can share this with my patients. No, BS. We have people that are more inspiring to doctors and to patients than I ever could be. They're on this journey right now. One of our great representatives, health professional reps, Marissa, was at the seminar and explained how she had lost just so many pounds. I can't remember, it was 25, 30 pounds by just doing the 21-day Blitz and eating healthy. And she was a product of that because you doctors call in and inspire her, and she started to apply the principles. And so that someone like her is more inspirational to people than I am, because she's on this journey right now and losing and showing what's happening. So again, you don't have to be perfect, doctors, but you have to be on your way. You have to be learning about nutrition. You have to be learning or applying nutrition or exercise and showing that, and that confidence will come. So podcast for today, pretty simple. Don't get in the elevator and go to the top and think, hey, I have these things I'm going to share with my patients and it's going to be great. Those days are over. They're over. Research proves it. You have to take the steps. You have to follow some of the nutrition protocols. You have to apply the products in your own life. You have to start doing some of the exercises. And as you do that, the confidence comes up. Your patients will choose you for life. Your business will expand as you apply the principles, the marketing principles of Marketing RX. We're going to bring Raven on the next podcast to talk to him about marketing. As you apply those things, your results are going to be phenomenal. So doctors, there's no elevator success. It's broken. Take the stairs. Have a great day.